Then what do you think was the well? And you've raised some capital. Like, would it be fair to say, okay, you have had ever right the pivot, the beginning of rock content, and then you had the moment where you're the leader in Brazil in content marketing, but still a Brazilian startup, and you've raised money locally from local VCs, and what was the size of that company until then? How much money had you raised across how many rounds, and then so then we can get to the moment of going global.
Yeah, so we started as this SEO platform building business, and we were trying to crack the code, and we were geographically focused on Brazil. And very early on, we discovered that the Brazilian customer didn't need more SEO software, or he was buying from US companies, etc. But most of the customers weren't buying anything. We had raised 75K to validate this, and it didn't work. Still, most of the funds in the bank, when we decided to pivot, we were very low burn. We had a little bit of revenues as well, but nothing that showed bet your life on this. Um, when we decided to pivot in early 2013 and the 100 customers, uh, one of the factors was that 100 customers would show fast growth, meaningful traction, and would enable us to raise a round. I would say 1 year after that, 2014, maybe early 2015, we raised our Series A. It was, these days, this is a seed round. I believe it was $1.2 million. Um,
Yeah, you just a $75,000 round. That's like a check from an angel sometimes. But it's beautiful to see that how much our ecosystem has grown in the internet across the board, right? So
Yeah, yeah. It was a 700K convertible, and then 1.2 million dollars in a very short interval. That was more than enough for us to accelerate really fast on growth. We had a very lean team, so we went from back then. I'm gonna have issues with currency, but I would say year one we did $200,000. Year two we did 800, and then year three we were doing, let's say, 3 million, and then it
amazing.
starts really going fast. Maybe these numbers are a little skewed, but I can share the right ones. Uh, and we were able to grow in a profitable journey for most of the time in Brazil. Customers asking us to expand to Mexico, so we had global brands say, "Hey, I have one supplier, one software in services provider in the US. I love working with you guys in Brazil. Who is that guy in Mexico?" So we started organically conquering the Latin America space. Um, boots Almost bootstrapped, barely profitable. The company achieved around $12 million with less than $3 million burnt.
Amazing.
And that's when we decided to go global and to enter the US market.
That's great. I mean, I
And
think
and that's when we raised $11 million.